There you go. Thank you. Do you even binge? Welcome to Do You Even Binge with Lisa Esparza and Felipe Esparza.
It's happened again. Another sign language interpreter accused of signing total gibberish.
We're talking about earlier about some other stuff. We had to just end the conversation because I was going to go into a rabbit hole into it. And they would have I would start asking questions for about an hour. Who's Lisa Bonet? Or could you show me that video, please? I get thrown off with them when it's controversial stuff like Bill Cosby or Trump or anything. Like if I start talking about that type of stuff before the podcast, I just cannot go back.
Maybe you can just go back.
Go back?
Yeah. Pretend like it never happened.
Never happened!
Never happened!
To character, I'm thinking about
Duly noted.
starting my own hit squad and
A podcast pushed to the edge. People pushed to the limit. This isn't a comedy club, it's an open mic. But there is one way. One man who won't be pushed. Felipe Esparza.
What's the problem? Now you're gonna die.
And now, he's in the middle of a war. Bringing justice to the streets.
We are focusing on King of the Hill this week. King of the Hill, new season 14.
Yeah, it sucks.
After 15 years of being off the air. But first, we'll talk about what happened on this day a long time ago.
Lisa got back because she's going to talk about Lisa Bonet getting mad at Bill Cosby and
Lisa Bonet.
secretly happy
I
what
would say
happened to
Lisa
him.
Bonet was secretly happy, and she mentioned something about karma when he got convicted and put in prison. And then I remember that she was, written out of the Cosby, out of Different World because she got pregnant out of wedlock. And he was mad about that and wrote her out. And she basically lost her career after he wrote her out there. But anyway, and because A Different World was supposed to be her vehicle, her spinoff after Cosby Show. And then she gets pregnant. And he's like, this is not the image I want to have of young black educated female. And so they fired her basically. And in Hollywood, there's sort of really weird gray areas of, how you can get fired for getting pregnant or getting, like there was a woman from Baywatch who sued because she got pregnant, and that's not part, and they had to let her go or write her out. But anyway, that was my point. But it doesn't matter. This probably will get cut out, depending on what Mel feels. You can see our real relationship.
We're going to leave it on.
The character we are on this show, I guess. Anyway, on this day, 1988, Scorsese's Last Temptation of Christ was released.
Oh, yeah.
Starring Willem Dafoe, Harvey Keitel as the worst Judas ever portrayed, embarrassing role, and Barbara Hershey, a lot of other people. There were protests all over the country. I don't know about internationally how many people protested. Is this a protest here? This is one here. Let's show that.
Why are you picketing this thing here?
Well, we're very indignant.
But then they have a hairy vagina. Like fully hairy.
To be more godly. They would come
Like
up with
big
such a
bush.
profane-
Armpits too.
Profane about it. I
And
haven't
she
seen it.
worried
Have
about
you
a
seen the
movie.
Well, it's, I mean,
No, wait.
She hasn't
Have
seen
you
the movie, though.
Like it must be like
very close friends
coming out of her
mine have
underwear.
seen it.
Like probably never shaved once.
How do you do, dear? What's your name?
It's one thing about old
Teresa,
people,
why are
man.
you
They will
picketing
write
this
letters.
And not shaved.
They will
I think it's disgraceful what they're trying
to
do our
protest.
Lord. They're
They have
misleading.
nothing
Let me
better
ask
to
you
do,
a question.
literally.
Did you see it?
No,
They
I
has
didn't
cool.
see
I like
it.
her little wave on her hair, like Lauren Green from
See, she
Bonanza.
hasn't seen it. None of these people saw it.
It's poison.
No, well,
Do you have
it's not
to see
arsenic, though. It's just
Do
a
you have
film
to-
done by an artist.
Do
She's
you
ready
have
with
to
some
see a
answers.
murder committed
Do you have to
know
drink
what an
arsenic
awful
to know that
thing
it's
it would be?
poison? That was her first one.
Well,
We've got a big surprise tonight.
thank you.
Right. You're going to be very surprised tonight.
Devil hates everybody.
I see.
So they were mad mostly because of the way Christ was depicted as human, basically, right? Like being tempted along his journey toward salvation or whatever, right? So toward his crucifixion, I guess. But and he does consummate his marriage to Mary Magdalene, Barbara Hershey. So there is like a sex scene or two, I guess, with sexy Jesus. Willem Dafoe is scary Jesus. I don't know why they would cast him, first of all. He's the scariest. He looks like a villain, Jesus. But, yeah. It's a weird movie. But I don't think... they banned it in certain cities. Like some cities just straight up banned it. You can't
I went to go see it at
here.
the Chinese Theater, I think.
I waited for this to come out.
I forgot where I saw it, but was there another Jesus Christ movie after this?
Yeah, there's the one with Jim Caviezel that what's
Last
his face
Temptation
did.
of Christ?
That's Passion of the Christ. This is Last Temptation that we're talking about, but Passion of the Christ.
Okay, I was too young to know.
But passion doesn't mean passion. Passion means like the struggle, the hardship that this guy endured. That
one was hardcore, man, because like
that
when
was
he was getting
Mel
whipped, you could see like the skin pop out.
The Mel Gibson one, the
Yeah.
Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
I never watched that one. I watched Last Temptation at home.
I didn't get the Last
on
Temptation
DVD.
of Christ. Saw it, I didn't get it. But it was too young, probably 88.
It's a passion play. I mean, the passion play is just whatever happened to Jesus before he gets crucified.
The Willem
but
Dafoe one.
That's what I mean. I mean, it's the same story, but yeah.
I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Why people are so mad?
Well, people are mad because they showed him having doubts about himself, doubts about God, and then also he has a physical relationship with a woman, and supposedly, like, people think that Jesus died a virgin, I guess, because he was so pious. And I think, isn't that why priests are? Why are they celibate in Catholic religion? Episcopalian priests are not celibate; they get married and stuff.
I don't know why.
But I really don't know the history of it in Catholicism, but I thought it was because they live a life so close to Jesus that they basically live this monastic style thing. But
what does monastic mean for our listeners?
Like a monk. Yeah, more focused on the church. Just keep sexual thoughts and pure thoughts out of your head. Huh?
So, well, I didn't know.
Monastic? Monastery? Oh, okay. Anyway, Keitel's performance as Judas was nominated for Worst Supporting Actor ever. I think that's the Raspberry Awards or whatever they're called. Is that what they're called? The Raspberry Awards?
The Razzies.
The Razzies, something like
The
Razzies.
Razzies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steven Seagal holds the most champions, so take that.
Take that, Steven Seagal. 1997, on this day, South Park debuted on Comedy Central. 28 years ago, right? And those guys, it all started with 2 emailed digital Christmas cards. One was just emailed to friends. The second one was commissioned by a Fox executive and sent to his friends, which then got them the meeting that created South Park. And this...
That was the beginning of early fascism in America.
Fascism?
Yeah. Because it was okay to be very racist. It was jokes from then on. And then the young white people who started growing up, they got used to it, and it was okay to say the N-word.
The N-word?
Yeah. And then be
South
really
Park?
racist. Racist to people.
On South Park?
No, from South Park.
From South Park.
Watching those ideas and the way they make fun of people. And it became okay to say beaner, to say beaner, to say stuff like that. That was what I came out of it.
I don't see that.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, first of all, it's not made for kids. But, yeah, it's not made for kids at all. But...
A lot of kids watched it.
Yeah, that's
my
the
son watched
parents'
it.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know that it made people feel more, because South Park, I feel like South Park has a message you got Stan, who's like the conscience of the show, who gives like the message at the end. But yeah, I mean, I guess it was kind of I don't think that was the one though. I think it followed in line with like a lot of things in pop culture at that time, like shock jock style stuff. You had like Howard Stern, you had Anthony Cumia and Opie and Anthony and all those guys. And I don't know, I feel like they felt like they had a megaphone at that point. But I don't know that it started it. Might have capitalized on that. But they did always push the envelope of what they could say and do on that show. And they, to this day, they push the idea of, what they used to do is basically they'd show a cut to the censors, because you have to pass everything by the lawyers for the network. So they would show a cut to the censors that had like the worst stuff in it. Stuff that was really over the top crazy, either sexual or violent or maybe, racist, I'm not sure. But eventually the worst stuff would get rejected by the lawyers. So that would get cut out. But they went in knowing that it was going to get rejected because they wanted to keep the other stuff that they were trying to push, which was a little milder compared to what they
I wonder what they put in. I wonder what they will put in.
I don't know.
To keep fish sticks.
I don't know. Well, fish sticks is great because it's a play on words, so it passes by the censors. Yeah,
I'm not talking about that. I wonder what they put into the episode, like maybe somebody defecating or something.
Who knows? Because that was what got them for the movie. We were gonna have a Trey Parker and Matt Stone episode, but that movie that they did, Team America: World Police, with the puppets, the marionettes, that they had two puppets. They have the puppet shitting on the other puppet's chest during sex. And it's like this funny sex scene where they do like all these crazy things because they're puppets. They could easily do all this stuff. But the shitting on the other puppet's chest got them an NC-17 rating for that movie.
Wow.
Yeah. And they kept it in because they felt like this puppets. Why do we care so much about puppets doing this? So anyway, and now they made a $1.5 billion deal with Paramount for the streaming rights to their movies for the next, or their shows for the next 5 years, which is just insane. Anyway.
They've been around at the same time, as long as The Simpsons? No, right?
Not quite.
10 years less, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see, 97. Simpsons was 89 when they started.
That Christmas card. You have a.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's show the Jesus versus Frosty or Jesus versus Santa. They made two of them.
This melody in my ear.
The reason I said that because nobody was saying beaners before South Park brought it back.
Did they bring it back before Carlos Mencia brought it back? Because Carlos had it.
But he's a stand-up comedian, Just
no, I mean on his show, on Comedy Central show. I think he said it on there, but I don't know. I had never heard that word in my life.
Because you're not one.
No, because I'm not in California. They don't say that everywhere else. It's a California thing.
Because I know they say spick in New York.
Yeah, I've heard I've heard that word.
That's it right here?
Yeah, this is the cartoon that they made.
Almost like paper cutoff, huh?
It was all construction paper that they. It was
and
stop
they keep
motion.
it that way, right? OG.
They make it look like that, but it's not like that. It's not made like that anymore.
But still the same shade.
Yeah, they have shadow behind.
They never made them look human. Wow.
Oh my God.
I like to own the original of this.
Dude, I told you not to put that fucking hat on Frosty's fucking head, now didn't I? Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Rocket.
So that's the original. These are the precursors, these two videos.
I don't know what we're supposed to... Wait, I bet he can help us.
You can stop and go to the other one. I don't know if we have the other one. Is this Jesus versus Santa? Or that's just the whole spirit of Christmas?
Wow, so that's just a Christmas card who they gave it to?
Well, the first one, they just sent it to friends and family, and that was Jesus versus Frosty.
I must have seen this Christmas card when I was working with Gene Pompa in 97, 96 probably. We were filming his little show, and somebody went to a computer in his house, and I remember watching South Park in 97.
It was like, well, it just started in 97, but these probably came out in like 94, 95.
But they were not showing a computer back then, right?
Yeah, they were emailed to these The first ones were emailed
Maybe-
to family and friends.
But
and
I'm
then-
just saying, when the show aired, it was not on anybody's
No,
laptop.
no, no.
'Cause I remember watching it on somebody's computer.
Well, it might have been. I used to be.
It must have been. Somebody must have. I don't know if they downloaded it. Could you download stuff in '97?
Yeah, I
And you
went.
could play it too.
Yeah, I went to.
Where?
Well, I'm about to tell you. In '98,
But it's '97.
99, I belonged to the forum, the South Park Forum, South Park Studios
And
Forum.
that place will show videos.
They had links to videos that people you could just like Napster
Then
and
that's probably how I
stuff.
saw it then.
Yeah, Napster and stuff. People could post links in their post, and then you could go follow it. And it might be on a server that they had. There were other
This is before YouTube, huh?
upload sites before YouTube. Yeah.
And before, but you could just share. It'll be like a link, huh? And
Yeah.
it just automatically play.
Because you were
That
on
is
E-Bombs World, right?
crazy.
So you saw videos on E-Bombs World. That was like the ultimate forum, right?
Yeah, 'cause I remember that must
There were
have
video
been.
links there.
I don't know who I was with in that room,
And
but
Joe had
they had
his site.
access to it. To this.
When was Joe's site up? His what was it? Just JoeRogan.net, right? That
Yeah,
you
that
used to
was
watch?
the same year, same time.
Yeah.
around the same
So
time.
there was video there, not streaming stuff, but there were people posting
2000.
links and.
I remember I was watching. I used to read JoeRogan.net blogs, and they used to show videos on his website. That was 2000.
Yeah.
Joe Diaz naked.
Did Joey Karate stuff get posted to that, or Joey just did that when social media came out?
He was just come out of the. No, that was just on that page, and that when
Man
Joe
by the
Rogan was
dumpster or
on
whatever.
Fear Factor, and he had
Oh,
to take
right.
a lot of stuff down.
Became corporate man.
And
Yeah,
this
so-
was JoeRogan.com already, and he was a doctor, and Joe Rogan was trying to get his website, and he had JoeRogan.net, and then the fans went to attack him, and he said, "Hey man, leave the guy alone. He's a doctor. He's cool," and everybody stopped messing with that man.
That's crazy.
Crazy. I thought those were the only people I knew that had websites back then.
That's so funny that his fans would go pile on this doctor. It's just his name.
Doug Stanhope had a same blog on his page, and he had his own. But those are the only ones I knew about. There was another comedian that had one too, but his name's already mentioned too many times as hate on What's Up Who.
So anyway, that's it for on this day. But today we are talking about another animated show, long-running animated show, King of the Hill, which had a reboot this year with season 14. They had season 1 through actually they did like what Isaac's 1 through 10 or 1 through 9 at first, 1 through 9, and then they got canceled, I think, right, by Fox, and then they brought it back after a fan campaign and at that point though Brittany Murphy's role had kind of dwindled. She was getting busy as a movie star, basically. She was doing a lot of movies, and so her role was not that big at that point when she passed away in 2009. But then Tom Petty died after they ended the show, and then so he was always saying no to a reboot just because characters had died and he had moved
Yeah, her
on
role
with
with
other
those
stuff.
Mangers animals sucked anyway, man.
Some of that.
Fast forward that.
Some Leannes are really good. Some Leanne episodes,
What do they
but
call it,
others,
Manger what?
the Manger babies.
Oh,
I hate
horrible,
the Manger
man.
babies. What does he say? What Luann.
What
What
about
did
a
I say?
top hat?
Leanne? Sorry, I'm confused with like Leanne Kreischer in my head, I think. But Luann.
Leanne Rhymes.
Leanne is her mom. Yeah, yeah, so Luann, when they didn't bring her back, of course, because she passed away, and Tom Petty passed away, so Lucky and Luann are not in the new season. And then they did decide to do a reboot in today's times, and that's season 14 on Hulu now. But after filming 6 episodes of season 14, Johnny Hardwick dies. And he is the voice of Dale and some other side characters, like the guy that does like announcements at the racetrack and all that stuff.
The Wiz?
He was a stand-up comic, actually, for
Who's
a
that?
while. Johnny Hardwick, the voice of Dale. I told you Felicia knew him, Felicia Michaels.
I see his face.
It was in the other picture we were showing a minute ago.
He did the voice of Dale.
Yeah, can you pull up Johnny Hardwick picture? Yeah, he did the voice of Dale and a few other people. Yeah, right there in the orange. That's the picture being shown. That was him now, I think. So, or not now, but like the last couple of years. So he died in the middle of recording season 14. And so he finished some of episode 7. But after episode 7, then Toby Huss picks up, or really in the middle of 7, Toby Huss, who did the voice of Cotton Hill and Khan, he now is doing Dale. But the first few episodes, oh yeah, Toby Huss, don't forget, he's the Wiz and nobody beats him from Seinfeld, right? He also used to be a Frank Sinatra impersonator for many years here in Hollywood. But the Toby Huss, the thing is, so when you hear Dale, there's a big difference in how he used to sound. But it's not even because it's Toby Huss. It's just because Johnny Hardwick sounded weird. He's just an older man. Maybe he was sick.
I would have liked better if they would have had Dale have a voice box since he smoked so much.
That would have made sense.
Like if he would have been, hey man, fucking hey man.
Yeah.
Because he's and him at home smoking to a little hole.
Still smoking through his stoma. Yeah.
An annoying shug.
Yeah. That would have been made a lot more sense.
And then that would have been saving money.
Yeah.
Grab anybody.
They should have called an audible during the first recording and gone, you know what this character needs? Let's change it up real fast.
Because now you're fooling
you're
fooling everybody in America that a guy smoking like that could live that long.
Yeah. Maybe because South Park already has a stoma character, that guy Ned with the on South Park.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. But that would have been a really good way to address that. But anyway, so Toby Huss picks up in episode 7 through 10. So let's go to that link with Old Dale and yeah.
Ken, don't. I was only in office for 36 hours before I figured out the scam and denied the results of my own election.
This is a real Johnny Hardwick.
Denier.
But he's
Hank,
just.
I am a trusted source now.
I feel like he sounds more.
Beard.
Toby sounds more like Old Dale.
Sense. People are waking up to the truth.
Maybe not there. Some people on Reddit said he sounds like a Valley girl now because he says "Let's go," but then they were like, Dale would never say "Let's go." It's always "Sko." So they were mad about certain things about Dale.
Dale.
What can you do? But then other people were saying like, it's the perfect way for Dale to have gone out because he was all a conspiracy theory nut. And like maybe, Rusty Shackelford took over or something for him. We can show the Rusty Shackelford clip there.
What do you think? What do you mean by Dale? What a way to Dale to go out? He's not in the show no more?
The actor to die under mysterious circumstances. Although they found drugs in his house.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dale,
home.
the character, because the character's still there.
No, the character's still there. You're right. For Johnny Hardwick to go out in that way because it was mysterious. He had a little bit of THC in his system, but no other drugs. They found some drugs in the room, but he didn't have any in his system, so they have no idea how he died. But they think it was just some underlying condition he didn't even know about, and he was just getting sicker and sicker, and then happened to pass away. Maybe he was getting ready to do those other drugs, but then he didn't even make it.
All those pesticides.
I have no idea. Yeah, pesticides. See, that would have been, if you killed off Dale, you'd have to kill him for something that wasn't cigarettes.
Friend,
like
Rusty
pesticides
Shackelford.
or something, yeah.
Rusty.
Okay, sorry, go ahead and play.
Shackelford.
And Rusty Shackelford's his alter ego.
Shackelford. Rusty Shackelford. I refuse to speak without my attorney present. I am Mr. Shackelford's attorney, Rusty Shackelford. My client pleads insanity.
My name is
Shackelford.
You see what I have to deal with?
Shackelford, Rusty.
Here you go, Mr. Shackelford.
Thank
And
you.
some people said he got replaced by a clone. I don't know if there's that one that
Give
has
him what he wants.
the clip
Rusty
that starts at
Shackelford
206.
is the fake name he
next
orders
one.
pizza with.
I killed Shackelford.
That's good.
No, correction. Shackelford wants a pizza.
What the hell's going on up there?
And I want my
so
mower
then-
back with enough gas to get the can up.
Jonathan Joss died.
Rusty Shackelford.
Actually right as the season was about to premiere. Jonathan Joss is the voice of John Redcorn.
He was killed by a MAGA guy, right?
Not necessarily. He was killed by some Latino guy. I don't know if he was MAGA. He was in his neighborhood. They were neighbors who had a long-standing beef. They tried to say it was a hate crime because Jonathan Joss was gay.
Oh.
And was...
That's where I read somewhere it was a MAGA guy.
I mean, it could be a MAGA Latino guy, but his name is like Chavez or something, the guy who killed him. But
he pronounced it Chavis.
But Jonathan Joss was... who looks surprisingly like John Redcorn would in real life.
I was surprised how much he looked like him.
And he is native and everything. But so he, I guess, had a long-standing feud with his neighbors. And because he knew that they were annoyed by him. This is something you would do. He knew that the neighbors were annoyed by them because they would come home at all different hours and play their music. And they kept saying, like, you're playing your music too loud. So then they started playing it at all hours really loud. Like, they just went over the top extra. Oh, you think that's loud? Okay, well, we're going to do this. And so they would be outside and, like, having, not parties, but just loud discussions, loud music at all hours, and not really taking into consideration their neighbors. So they came back. I think they were renting their house as an Airbnb for a little while they were away. And then they came back. And they found like a dog skull that they think was one of their missing dogs. And it was hanging there like a threat. And then, so Jonathan went in and I think he started going out and like yelling at the neighbors. So just in the street or something like that. And then that other neighbor drove by and basically he just came up to him and shot him. And he died. There he is, that guy. That's the killer. San Antonio. But, yeah, and he may be MAGA, I don't know. But they did try to charge it as a hate crime, and I think it got, because they said it was because they were homosexual, but then I think that got removed, the hate crime charge. But...
I know what song they were playing out loud. I got a hole in my pocket wallet because my wallet just would go. I got a hole in...
One of those John Redcorn songs.
I got a hole in my wallet. Where my money used to be.
That's funny. I love that song. But yeah, so he did get to record all his episodes, though. He's not in it much. He's got like a line here and there. And actually, let's show the one, the John's Redcorn clip.
Hope to do more.
Hello, gentlemen. Would you like to try John Redcorn's Red Corn?
Damn good stuff, man. You got yourself some mighty good corn here, John Redcorn.
Nancy would love this. Have you given it to her yet?
I've been giving it to Nancy for quite some time.
All right, that's funny. Because of the long-standing affair that's been going on between Nancy and John Redcorn. Can you play that one?
It's Nancy? My Nancy? You having dirty dreams about my sweet Nan-Nan?
Say, is that a new suede vest?
Nancy used to like it when I kept the vest on during sex. Do you want it?
Oh, God.
Here, take it. Take it all.
Okay.
I can't really. He tells Dale, man.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
Do you have any nightmares of Suge?
No, that's when Peggy said, what happened? Did you have another nightmare about, what did he say, another sex nightmare? Because he's having sex dreams about Nancy, but it's only because Hank is excited about the new ways he could use propane to heat the hot tub. And he's like found his new love for propane again. But we don't really know in this season, like, what the deal is with Nancy and John, right?
No, right,
it's not very clear. She's with, what's his face? Dale still. And Dale still seems not to know.
Yeah, not to know.
But she is running a real estate business with her and John Redcorn, right? They're like realtors together, but they don't seem to have a relationship anymore. It doesn't seem like it. I don't know. Maybe they're just civil. Maybe it'll dive more into it in the next season. I thought they would touch on it a little bit more, but they did not. So that's the another death. Then after the series premiered, or right when it was about to premiere, like the day of the premiere, Chuck Mangione died, who is, I guess, was Mike Judge's neighbor in Austin, and also
the ghost of Megalomar, right?
Yeah, Megalomar. Like his song was used, and he was a friend of Mike, and so he made several appearances over the years.
Did this guy still perform live?
I mean, he did. He died, but
No, but
he did.
Like,
yeah.
I never heard anybody say, "Bro, I just came from seeing Chuck Mangione,
no,
bro."
I never.
Damn, bro. We ran out of wine. Somebody took my lawn chair. It was ghetto.
You know what, though? Every house I went into when I was a kid, somebody had that album.
Yes, that's a
right?
fact.
That is a fact, right?
I think it came free with flip flops.
You're right. Everybody had that album.
Like if you buy Flojos, you get that album.
Flojos.
Was he part of the jazz festivals? I never seen him like at the Playboy Jazz Festival. Or
he might have been there. I didn't pay attention for many years at who played the Playboy Jazz Festival. But
Jamie Foxx had a pilot.
This is live in Cannes right there. Him playing.
Jamie Foxx had a pilot, and then it never got picked up. And there was a comic on the show that he could do that guy's trumpet perfect.
Oh, just
like
with
the
his
whole
mouth.
Song.
Mm-hmm.
That was because I remember when I saw the pilot, and then never got picked. And then my friend Gabriel never got to see it because he got kicked out of the show. But when he saw the pilot, and we saw that guy with trumpet, and the other comics, and they all both agreed, they finally let him throw in an impersonation. Yeah.
He finally found a place for it.
He did it perfect, I heard.
This that album, though, it's so funny. I can imagine people in the Midwest just having that album just because they want to have one night where they feel fancy and put it on in their house, like they're sophisticated. They're lighting candles.
So that's the whole album is his that song.
It's all
like
instrumental.
That?
All instrumental.
So he never.
That song was like one of 2 hit instrumental songs that hit the top.
So he was never
charts.
part of the Tijuana Brass Band, or
that's Herb Alpert.
Never was part of those.
I don't
bands?
think so, but he was in a
It
band, but I
sounds
don't know. I don't know what.
But that was a safe jazz album for everybody in America. When you could tell, I like jazz.
Wait, was I singing "Feels So Good" or was I singing Herb Alpert? What was the Herb Alpert song?
You were doing.
Yeah, that's it. That's his. That's something else in the beginning.
I don't know which one you were doing, but
I'm doing that song, but he's just riffing right here because it's live in Cannes. He's feeling the moment. That's like is that a trumpet or the flugelhorn, or is it?
It's a French horn.
Not quite, but he is holding a French horn and the other. Yeah. I think that's a flugelhorn. This is like an extended version of the song. Oh yeah, and then he goes in. Yeah, he's playing taps at Buckley's funeral in that one episode, and he goes into his song. What is the song Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass had?
So they did play together.
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying it's similar style music, and it was out at the same time. People, I guess, had a hunger for instrumentals.
You know,
on
it's
the
funny
trumpet
that
then.
song, the beat. Now that I think, I'm just having like, sometimes you hear a tune, then it matches another tune. I'm telling you, man, I could have been a DJ. It sounds like also like I wanna go.
That one, Rise, at the bottom.
Rise.
Yeah,
that's a sample.
That's a big hit of his.
From Notorious B.I.G.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. It is in that. He was a lot funkier. He had a whole band behind him.
That's not him, right?
No. This is Herb Alpert.
You put that album out, man, with a big bolsita. You got all the ladies, man. A lady like that.
Oh, she's doing the hustle, the mild hustle right there. Simpler time. Anyway,
and then the very big stuff there.
Oh yeah. There's some other changes in voices. Go ahead.
No, just saying that's a Tijuana brass band. That's a lot of money to spread out to a lot of people.
There's a lot of people. Well, I'm sure Herb Alpert got the bulk of it. His name is at the beginning, but he just broke off a little bit for everybody else. I'm sure there was a contract. Those are all studio musicians. They probably don't get. They have a what do you call it? Session fee. That's it. They don't get royalties or any of that stuff. Well, there's some level of royalties that they get if their name is on the record. As a personnel member,
People are staring at this painting.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. We'll take a break and we'll go back into this. But last episode, I think you were trying to introduce this and then we got off on a tangent. But we do have a bunch of stuff on our walls here. Almost all of it is from movies and TV shows. And people comment on this one all the time. This is from Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. It is from Goodfellas.
That's what Scorsese's mom, who plays Joe Pesci's mom. She, in the movie, she painted this. And then this is also from Goodfellas, but this is a fan painted this. And I can't remember the name of it, but we bought it from them. Not a fan of yours, but a fan of Goodfellas. But this is like an abstract kind of, like he doesn't even really have a face in that. But you know what it is. It's when Henry Hill's going to go pistol whip that guy who made a move. Yeah, the gun here. He's going to pistol whip that neighbor who made a move on Lorraine Bracco's character. And he got handsy with her. So he's about to go kick his ass. Then behind Felipe. The
Warriors.
The Warriors movie poster on a metal sheet. That's Boy with Apple from what?
Moonrise Kingdom.
No, Grand Budapest Hotel.
And Good Times.
And then Good Times is a Sugar Shack. That was at the end of, what's his name? Ernie Barnes. That is not the original, because the original is a lot of money, obviously.
There used to be a painting like that. Somebody did a mural and copied that, and it was on the side of the housing project on Aliso Village. By some random building, there used to be a giant
the same painting? Oh,
same.
Wow.
But I'm pretty sure it ain't the same guy who did that.
Oh, of course.
But it was like somebody just did like a similar one.
Like a tribute.
A tribute, yeah.
Oh, look at that. See, yeah, that painting used in Good Times sells for $15.3 million, the original.
That one?
Mm-hmm. The original.
There's an artist now.
It's a beautiful painting.
There's an artist now who's not that guy who does paintings like that. And he's not famous.
The same style.
Are
they like jazz musicians in the paintings? Or what does he paint?
I think so. And they're all like this, but it ain't this guy. And wow.
15 million.
15 million.
So some other changes in the new season of King of the Hill. Khan, who was one of my favorite characters, Khan Supanusophone, used to be voiced by Toby Huss, who voiced Cotton and is now the voice of Dale. But they replaced him with Ronnie Chang, who I like Ronnie Chang's accent and his delivery, sort of frustrated, angry, stifled anger, I guess, that he's got to his character. But and Ted Wasanasong was replaced by Kenneth Choi. That was done by Mike Judge in the past. Oh wait, let me see. Who was that? Was that the original voice? Toby Huss was doing. Oh, that's Khan. Sorry. I thought it was Ted Wasanasong. I'm pretty sure that was Mike Judge doing that voice in the past. But both of those characters were replaced with Asian actors. Kenneth Choi is now the voice of Ted Wasanasong. And people on Reddit were commenting about like the hypocrisy, because they were saying, when we got mad, meaning I guess this guy's right wing, I guess. When we got mad about Ariel, all the libs told us, just calm down, it's a fictional character. But then now they replace people with ethnicities that match the character. But the problem is, like, you were talking about a mermaid, a little mermaid. That's not a real person. And Khan's not a real person, but Khan is representing a Laotian person, So it's like, if you're specifically representing a person, I love the voice. I love Toby Huss's work as Khan. But, they just felt like it's a different time. And, we should give a chance. And honestly, even behind the scenes, but especially on screen, King of the Hill is one of the most diverse shows I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like, everything's, if you got a Laotian represented on your show and a Native American, like, you're doing pretty good representing all the people in your neighborhood, in your town, realistically. So, and also King of the Hill is grounded in reality. It's a grounded show where you can see these people living in your neighborhood, and they're
I like that episode where Cotton shows up, and he immediately knows that he's not Japanese.
Yeah, because they say, "What are you, Japanese or Chinese?" And they said, "Nope, he's Laotian."
Yeah, right away he
like
knew.
He knows.
Man. You could tell that fool's been all over.
Well, he knows the difference. He's worldly,
Yeah.
He's been around different parts of Asia, and so as closed-minded as he seems, he gives the respect to. He had an affair and a baby. Yeah, shin jelly. Huh? Yeah, Hank has a half Japanese brother. Yes.
I love that episode where when they're looking for the dad in Japan.
In Tokyo,
Japan,
I love that.
And Hank is just screaming. And then that guy just gives somebody a business card.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're looking for Cotton. He ran away. And they're looking for him. So Hank's like asking everybody in the street. And then his brother, who also follows the rules, but over in Japan, he's just like Hank. And then he says, that's not the way that's not the way we do things over here. So then he passes out business cards and he's like, what is this doing? What is this accomplishing? And then they do get a call back from somebody saying they saw this weird man in the bar or whatever in the restaurant. And then they go find him. But let's click on, there's a cultural appropriation link. So some people are saying, well, it was because they didn't want to culturally appropriate these characters. We're in a different time now. And then this scene from one of the last episodes that we watched addresses that with our friend Citric, who does the voice of Emilio at Bobby's restaurant.
Oh, yeah, I feel ya. I mean, I'm the only white dude on my road crew. As a white dude, one of my biggest problems is I have no freaking clue what to wear on Halloween. Apparently, I can't be Speedy Gonzalez anymore.
Well, that is pretty racist.
Speedy Gonzalez racist? He's a hero. He fought the good fight against American imperialism.
That's a Latino.
You know, the cat? Sylvester?
Well, bet your bottom dollar Mel Blanc wouldn't be able to do Speedy's voice nowadays.
Who's Mel Blanc?
Who? Only a genius who did the voices for Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, and Daffy Duck.
Genius? Sounds more like a white guy who stole a lot of jobs from Latinos and farm animals. But for
Farm
serious,
animals.
we're down to our last box of charcoal. What do you want to do?
I don't know. How do you pass a test when there's so many different
All right.
people marking it?
So in this new season, Bobby is part owner of a restaurant with Shane Wasana-san's dad, I guess, and Chang, who barely does anything at the restaurant. It's all Bobby doing the work. And then Emilio is his sous chef, his assistant chef, played by Citric.
Is it like Benihana, that place?
Kind of, but I think it's like supposed to be some fusion of like Bobby's favorite meals. So that's why that one of them was served with like pretzel bits or something.
That's good.
It was like pretzel bites. That was the German side. It's like German and Japanese fusion or something like that. But the funny episode was they tried to get Chain to go meet with the suppliers for this Japanese charcoal he wants to use. And he's like, I'm not Japanese. And they're like, yeah, but you're at least closer than I am, so because they won't sell to anybody who's not Japanese. They won't sell that special charcoal. But but that addresses another layer of like, oh, I can't just be, Laotian and go there representing a Japanese guy. Which is the argument some people were making to have Ronnie Chang doing the voice of a Laotian guy. But how far are you going to nitpick?
Yeah, man.
How many Laotian actors are there? I don't know.
I know, man. First of all, you got to know that Laotian, I mean, they're from Laos.
Laos, yeah.
You'd be tough.
All right, then that's pretty much that. And then I just wanted to show some of the... I mean, overall...
Vietnamese actor?
Maybe. That'd be closer. Cambodian.
Get that guy from 21 Jump Street.
He's Vietnamese, yeah, Dustin Nguyen. And then there's... I don't know any Cambodian actors, but I'm sure there's some. And Thai, you could even go Thai. That would be closer to Laos than the other places.
Great Britain.
But then, so yeah, the new season is okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
I felt like it left out some things, like I said, like knowing what Nancy and John Redcorn's relationship is like, and Connie is in a relationship with Chang Wasana-song, but like an open relationship, which they call EMF. Wait, sorry. What is the term?
Fluid.
No, it's like fuck. What does that stand for? Hold on. I used to know. Sorry. Trying to type left-handed here. That's what it is. E&M, sorry. Ethical non-monogamous relationship. So basically they are in an open relationship where they each date other people and they know about all the others that they date. And they're okay with it. And there's no real commitment between the two of them too much. Like, she's not traditional, but he tries to pretend for his family that they're in a traditional boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. So she kind of is open to seeing Bobby, but I don't think Bobby's going to be cool with that, given his past with the girls in the past episodes. Remember he got mad at that girl for dancing with other guys when Sarah Michelle Gellar was on the show. But Isaac and I, my son and I, we talked about how we saw the future of... When they were talking about a reboot in the first place, we were like, oh, we started planning it all out. And Isaac was thinking that you could see Bobby and Connie living in New York City, and he's a struggling prop comic, and Connie is playing violin with the Philharmonic there in New York, but she's not like a contender for first chair or second chair or anything like that. She's just a grunt in the orchestra. And then Peggy and Hank are now retired and kind of come full circle to the Peggy and Hank who aren't called Peggy and Hank in Beavis and Butthead, right? Remember his neighbor who's a grumpy old man? So that's pretty much Hank back in the day. So it would kind of come full circle to that. So now they are being these people who travel around in an RV all the time. But then we get a visitor from the past, a blast from the past, that kind of throws a wrench into Connie and Bobby's relationship, where that girl from the Japanese episode comes back. Because remember when he meets that girl when they go to Japan to hook up with Hank's brother? So she
goes to Arlington?
We were saying that Bobby and Connie now live in New York City, and that girl comes to New York City and runs into Bobby. It's the girl that he shared a dance with at Dance Dance Revolution. The Dansu girl. Do you have that episode? Yeah, Dansu. Remember, she just keeps running into Bobby. She's there all the time at that Dance Dance Revolution machine, and Bobby keeps coming back for more dances with her, and they have like a little mini romance. But he's dating Connie, but they're only teenagers, so. But this is the girl that.
Damn, Big Pete.
And she was basically his dance partner every time he played.
We did that the other day at Santa Monica. It was fun. I kept
Yeah.
up. Those ain't that cool when you get on it.
I feel pretty cool when I'm on it.
No, the song. Those type
Oh,
of songs
they're
aren't
never that
cool.
song.
They're all
They're-
like made up songs.
Yeah, they're all like they
Let's
all
go to dance.
they all sound like "Hello Barbie, let's go party." You know that stupid
Yeah.
song like "I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world." It all sounds like that. But anyway, so he has a little mini romance with her. So I thought she'd come back from Japan and like come visit New York and then run into him. And she still kind of looks like a Harajuku girl or something like that, you know. She's not really Harajuku. She's just a little girl. But
That'd be cool, man. They would have ended the show, the season with, like they're watching Unsolved Mysteries, and they show that person that Luann and Peggy killed.
Oh,
And
right,
then-
'cause-
and they're both watching like this. And
yeah.
then she turns it off, and the episode ends.
Yeah, because you know what? That is one episode that was never resolved. But Peggy and Luann killed the guy that Michael Keaton was playing. The pig. It was the pork slaughterhouse owner or whatever. The pork packet, like a Farmer John's or whatever, who owned a meat processing plant. And Peggy and Luann killed this guy. He was on the conveyor belt in the processing. There it is, down there, the pink pig guy. She ends up letting him die on this conveyor belt.
I'm coming home.
He's having a psychotic episode here. Psycho. And then he gets
Oh my
shocked
God.
and he realizes.
I can suddenly think clearly. The voices have left my head. What am I doing in a pig costume?
Oh, it's getting better, huh?
But then it's too late. That's Luann. He made her dye her hair to look like the cartoon girl on his.
At least Trip seemed happy.
This is one of those episodes.
And now he's in a better place.
Honey, Trip had a mental breakdown and is
This
now
is one of those
saucy.
episodes that
It's
doesn't
not a
fall.
better
That
place.
seems way
But
out of
you
place.
handled the situation very
in
well.
the whole King of the Hill history.
Yeah, because then Peggy also kills.
It's never
Mr.
addressed.
Strickland's side chick.
No, Peggy doesn't. She kills herself. That girl,
Oh,
Debbie.
okay.
Go.
She
And a
fell
99-cent
into.
nacho
She was
plate.
trying to stake
By
out.
buying
She
them
was trying to
together,
stalk.
she saved 23
What's his
cents.
face? Buck. Strickland, and then she's hiding out in the trash
When
can.
Debbie
but
returned
then
to the dumpster,
she has
she saw
a
Mr.
rifle
Strickland's
with
car
her.
and assumed he was still there.
Or shotgun,
what she
whatever it
didn't
is,
know
rifle.
was
And
that the
she
Stricklands had
falls
already left
into the
together in
dumpster
Mrs.
'cause
Strickland's
she's
car,
trying to
having
hide out.
reconciled
And then her
physically in a
her
storeroom.
toe hit the trigger or
again
something
in the
like
meat
that, and she
locker.
shot herself.
Yeah,
And
that's a
once
weird
more
episode. And so is the
in the
one where the
slop
old lady wouldn't leave the
She
house.
had difficulty
Yeah,
juggling
that
the
was a
three
good one.
items as she attempted to
'Cause
negotiate
she wanted
her way
to die
back
there
into
because
the dumpster.
that was her childhood
Put the
home.
gun in
That's all I'm gonna
first.
do one day.
See, that's how Debbie died right here. She
Wouldn't
gets
let
some
go of
food.
that
She comes
junk
back
food.
to the dumpster
And
where
that
she's stalking
was
out.
the source of her demise. For as Debbie climbed into that dumpster, her foot accidentally tripped the hammer on the gun.
And then she's dead.
So, Debbie Grun's
Who is
killer
standing at there?
was
Yeah.
Debbie Grun.
He's a Texas Ranger. They all stand like that, don't they?
I don't know.
Chuck Norris did, didn't he? You know, I tried to watch Walker Texas Ranger one time recently. Like, it's a horrible show.
It's horrible, man.
But
Like,
it
they
was
have
on-
cholos wearing like purple Pendletons.
If you ever notice, Chuck Norris, I hope no flying kick comes from out of nowhere and kills me right now, but Chuck Norris, when you watch him now, he has the highest, he's a high talker. He has a real feminine voice.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, look up a Walker Texas Ranger clip. It doesn't matter which one. But he's talking like this. He's talking like this. It's
think
really
that's from,
weird.
Back in the 70s and 80s, he would do karate movies. There was no sound effects. And he would have to go, "Hi-ya!" a lot.
But he's king of the making himself look like the
Tall?
strong and tall man compared to his opponent, you know. But he's a kind of a little guy. He's slight. He's got a slight build, slim and like fit, and a very high voice.
You never seen that movie, Good Guys Wear Black, huh?
No.
Pull down the
Best
tailgate
movie
for
ever.
me, please.
Chuck Norris.
Hey, that's Mrs. Rosini.
Elena, would you stand over there
Look,
too?
what's ironic? That's that lady from Seinfeld. Hey, that guy plays Russians all the time in every 80s show.
You have a big bulge, so do I.
We're leaving. You're leaving, all right. but you're going
He's
to
so
jail.
soft-spoken.
No way.
No
more jail.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, motherfucker. Do you know who I am? I throw people in the air.
Oh, he got some air on that one. Is that Amy Schumer?
Him and B.A. Baracus could throw people 10 feet in the
yeah,
air.
B.A. was the man. B.A. would always throw him out like they get thrown out of a bar, like by his belt loops and stuff.
Let me fix
right?
it.
Oh.
How do I know he was going to say that?
I think you saw this before.
No, let me break it again.
No, looks better.
You've seen this before. What in the world? You know this thing by heart.
I could have wrote this play.
You're right.
I know Chuck Norris' character, that's why.
Oh my God.
That was a cool king, man. That was like Batgirl. That was like
funny.
a good king. I guess he where Miss Peggy got it from. Hiya.
That's funny. Let me show one of my favorite like string of moments here.
Emilio Rivera versus Chuck Norris.
This was the link after the Dance Suit Girl link, the one with the Hill family trying to quit smoking. You have that. This is probably my favorite episode in all of the episodes. Pause it for a second. So everybody's frustrated. Let me do the setup for this because Bobby was caught smoking. Hank, being an old school type of dad, decides I'm going to make him smoke all these cigarettes to learn a lesson because he'll get sick, right? So Bobby did get sick, like nauseous. But Hank was mad at Bobby when he starts smoking all the cigarettes, saying, that's not the way to smoke it. You got to smoke like this. And he starts smoking it. And then Hank started feeling the old feeling of when he used to smoke. And he's like, oh, it's so relaxing or whatever, right? So now all of a sudden he's back on cigarettes. And Bobby's trying to quit seriously. But his parents now are sneaking around and smoking again.
And he catches them.
And not really. Bobby thinks they're trying to quit. Or Bobby thinks they're not smoking, and he thinks he's the only one suffering here.
They're cold turkey.
But so they're cold turkey, but the parents are sneaking around behind his back, smoking still, and they're all frustrated. So go ahead and play that.
Why's my potato got skin on it? I hate skin.
I will not sit here and have my work insulted. What? Do you think the potatoes just fly into the bowl and mash themselves?
I know y'all don't mean none of those harsh words. It's just a nicotine withdrawal.
Why is she still talking?
So he's sneaking a cigarette there late at night.
Oh man, you try to light one of those on an electric oven.
Burn your eyebrows. There's Bobby going through withdrawals.
When's this thing supposed to kick in? It's not working. It's broken.
Broken.
Bobby, the pen goes on your shoulder. Bobby! Bobby!
Bobby, spit it out! Spit it out!
Hank, you hold him. I'll go get a stick.
Supposed to grab his peanuts and he let go right away. That's how my uncle would do it.
I wasn't gonna smoke it, I swear.
I know. You did it. Good boy. Here's your treat. Bobby, Aunt Peg, come in here. Uncle Hank's clean. He's gonna be okay.
Oh, yeah? Good job. Well done. So proud.
Let's celebrate. I'll make an icebox cake. Bobby, why don't you... Hey, where's Aunt Peggy?
The cigarette's gone.
Mom.
That's funny.
I found her. Close the damn door. Can't you see that I am knitting?
Mom, hand over the cigarette.
No.
Mom, this is not your son. This is your buddy.
No.
Hand it over. Who's your buddy? Who's your buddy?
Who's your buddy?
Well done, Bobby.
Hey, wait!
Do you have the sausage scene in this too, Ike?
So
Is the sausage scene in this too?
Come and get it. Come on.
Oh, look!
Hey, out of there!
Look at.
Hey, what are you doing, Luann?
Unlock this door.
You
right
sure it's
now.
not further out here?
I'm cranking y'all in like an unruly
Look at
dog.
the.
I'm sick
the
of dysfunctional families. I came for
smoking
one, and
King of
I'm
the
not
Hill
going to let it happen to
smoking
you.
sausage
Buxton!
scene.
Buxton, damn you!
Well, not
What season
smoking
is
a
this? I'm gonna watch
sausage,
it
but
today.
it's
I like when they have those flashbacks of them smoking. And
Oh, wait.
they're not even doing nothing.
yeah. Go down there. Go down. No, up.
The montage.
This one right there. I think. No, that's not it. Sorry. Scroll up a little bit more. That one maybe. No, that's them smoking the cigarettes. I can't find it. Oh crap! What about this one?
Smoking sausage? Why smoking sausage?
No, they're having breakfast. It's just a funny scene. Never mind. They're having breakfast and they're and Peggy and Hank are sneaking off to the bathroom to smoke this
still a
cigarette.
smoking episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're trying to secretly smoke this cigarette in the bathroom. So they keep taking a break and he's like, Peggy, I left you 2 tiles in the bathroom. You want to go look at the tiles? And she's like, oh, okay. So she goes into the bathroom and takes a couple puffs of the cigarette. And then she comes back and says, there's still 2 more tiles that are loose. I think you should take a look. And then Bobby's all pissed because he's stopping smoking.
Yeah,
There it
right.
is. There it is. It's so funny.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Long-winded way to get to this.
No, fuck.
He's like smoking the sausages like cigarettes. He's holding them like
Fine
cigarettes.
day, isn't it, boy?
Hank, there is a tile in the bathroom that I think we missed.
Really? Well, I better check that out. Well, I found the tile. Thank you very much, Peggy. And I looked at it, but there's still some more tile for you to look at.
You know, I think I will save the rest of my tile for after breakfast.
Will you stop talking about your stupid tile? If it's so dirty, go clean it, and if it's clean, you can shut up.
Hey, I've got an idea. Let's go eat at that place we
That's
used to
funny.
go
Okay.
when we smoked
That's it. He
with
puts the
jazz
sausage
combo.
out like a cigarette. He's all
Yeah,
pissed
that's
that they
the
won't
one.
shut up about the tile. All right. So that's all I've got today. But it's go watch season 14. Let us know what you think. If you've watched it already, let us know what you think in the comments. It's worth watching if you're a King of the Hill fan.
When
But,
did the show first premiered? King of the Hill?
97. No, wait. 90. I don't know. 99?
I
Oh,
try to
13
remember-
seasons. So 97. Yeah, 97. Same year as South Park.
Well, everything started when I got my first TV credit.
That's the year that you did Showtime? Yeah, that's right.
I
Y2K.
didn't. I started watching it more when I met you, but because and Family Guy. I never really. I watched King of the Hill, but I don't remember watching it a lot, like every day.
Yeah.
But my episode was my favorite episode was I like the one where when he gets gout.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Do they come with a hat?
Yeah, because he gets a cane
And
and,
my
he
favorite
says,
scene. I like the show because the dad does not understand him, just
Yeah.
like my dad didn't understand me.
yeah, he doesn't know how
And
to relate to
the
him.
scene I like the best is, why do you hate everything you don't understand?
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't hate you, Bobby.
Yeah. There's a lot of great moments between Bobby and Hank.
And
then Bobby and Peggy's rivalry almost
the
as
competition
wives.
between Peggy and Bobby.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that because I could see that when my mom was learning stuff, she was my mom was she was a assistant nurse at the elementary school, so she was always involved with the PTA and she was always involved in school. We would see her at the school volunteering all the time. It was annoying. And
I can't imagine. My mom didn't want to set foot on my
why your mom
campus.
always gotta be here?
My mom,
you know,
that was her
and they would call
nightmare.
it Mrs. Esparza, and then people were like
They made the connection to you.
would connect. No, they wouldn't.
Oh.
Cause they would kill Mrs. Esparza, and everybody I would hear kids talk about how nice she is. He goes, you all been fooled. You all been fooled. Whatever, right? But my mom would learn stuff at school, but then I would learn stuff too. And then I would I remember her telling me something about what she learned, because we're pretty much learning about the same time.
Yeah.
What she was learning. And I remember going like this in my head now, remembering going, this bitch is all wrong. Or whatever, man. But I thought always, now I think about it, I feel like maybe she was trying to compete with my education. Trying to learn too.
She was trying to learn, I'm sure, but maybe she just was trying to have a voice in the house too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't there. That's it. That's all I got. What? Any other comments about the show?
They show a black character in the first episode, and then he disappears.
Oh, he comes back. He's in a couple other episodes. It's Keith David.
Keith David.
He does the voice of their new neighbor, Danny, I think.
Mr. Strickland shows up. Another person I thought would have been dead.
Yeah, me too. I thought he was
Like,
dead. Because he had triple bypass like twice, right?
My favorite episode when he hangs around with Bobby all the time and he gives them a watch, and they're eating steak together, and then Hank gets all jealous because he never hung out like that with Mr. Strickland.
Yeah. And yeah, he's jealous of the
I had
wrong
a heart
person.
attack.
But then, yeah, he learns how to fake a heart attack, and then also it shows Mr. Strickland gives him these material gifts, and he gives him the watch and gives him money and all that stuff. He's got like a money clip and everything. But then later, when he's gambling, he bets Bobby's watch.
Yeah, he wants it back.
He wants it back to bet it, to gamble it. So it really, you're really just a person to hold his stuff for him until he needs it again.
I like when they're chasing them and they're getting away, and then Mr. Strickland's talking shit to the people chasing them, and Hank stops the truck so they could just beat his ass real quick.
Yeah, he's in the back. He's in the bed of the truck. It's a great show. I have to watch this 14th season again, but the one thing I didn't like.
Mike Judge?
Yeah, it's Mike Judge.
Did I meet him?
No. You met Greg Daniels.
Greg Daniels. There's a different, no cartoon, this guy, right? Greg Daniels.
Greg Daniels, no. He was a producer of The Office and some other stuff, maybe like Community or one of those other things. But he's one of the producers. You met with him and Albert Brooks. And
I met Louis C.K.,
Louis
Albert
C.K.
Brooks, Greg Daniels, all in the same room.
And that show never got made because...
And they all masturbated on me. No, I'm just kidding.
You should do that joke on stage still. That was funny when you used to tell it on stage.
Oh, man, because I remember strangers after the show, be walking. Did you meet any celebrities? Yes, one time I got a call from Louis C.K. and Albert Brooks and Greg Daniels, and I met them all in the same room, and they all jerked off on my head. And anyway, 3 months later, you know what happened? They tried to cancel Louis C.K.
Louis got canceled.
And we were working on a cartoon, man.
Yeah, it was.
Well, they were working on a cartoon.
Yeah, they just had you kind of as more of a consulting sort of meeting.
You have a lot of connection with LAPD, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was
in the backseat.
It was about cops, right?
Yeah.
Police officers, kind of a workplace comedy.
I'm pretty sure they'll appreciate that joke.
Yeah, I think Louis would appreciate that joke. I don't know about Albert Brooks. He might poo-poo it.
Have we met him?
No, you met him at that.
Yeah,
was he there?
Yeah, he was there.
That's the one person I would want to meet there.
Thinking about
Albert
all the
Brooks.
movies I saw.
I loved Albert Brooks.
Saving your life.
Defending your life.
Defending your life.
And then I loved Mother. I thought that was such a great movie, man. Such a great movie. And he had another one. You and I started watching it. It was a documentary that he was shooting called Searching for Comedy in the Middle East or something like that. Searching for Humor in the Middle East.
This season is season 10, right? Only
Muslim in the Muslim world, not the Middle East. And he was basically finding some of these countries had like no humor, and then others there was humor. It's just couched differently. It's just presented differently.
So King of the Hill, this season is only one season. Are they going to have another one?
I think they are. I think they're doing another season after. They're planning to, but
only for Hulu, right? No, 20 episodes.
Just
one
Hulu.
season. Nobody does 20 episodes.
No,
only
and it was
regular TV.
Yeah, it was just 10 episodes. I felt like there wasn't a real big ending of this season, so like no cliffhanger, there was no closure. So I'm assuming it's gonna just keep going on.
Bobby's new girlfriend left him.
Yeah, he has a new girlfriend. I think he dumped her.
Yeah.
because he realized he's still in love with Connie. But I think Connie's going to keep things, even though she likes him, I think she's going to keep things casual or try to. And he's going to get all jealous again.
She didn't pursue violin.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like she's playing violin, huh? She's in college, but seems to not have a path. And Con and Min are divorced. Secretly pretending, trying to save face and pretending to be divorced. Pretending to be married.
I don't like that they went to Saudi Arabia. They're not explaining too much. They went to Saudi Arabia and he was doing he was putting that fuel over there.
He's doing pipeline stuff over there. I think he's doing he's I guess doing like propane hookups at different places in Saudi Arabia.
And he lived in Hank and Peggy said they lived in a community, like in a big army or marine base in Saudi Arabia that was a neighborhood.
It basically looks like Arlen.
Yes.
It looks like their neighborhood at home.
So
they were isolated. They weren't
I've been to a base that looks exactly like that, but it was right here it's called China Lake. It's over there by where 3 places from.
Southgate area? What's that?
No,
Where's he
not
from?
Southgate. It's over there. China Lake. It's over there by it's far. It's out of here. It's like it's far, like 2-3 hours from here.
Like high desert, like San Manuel area?
No. You know where the rest area is by Pyramid Lake? It's that area, but further down the mountains.
Pyramid Lake, like along the 5?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's far. It's called China Lake. It's in the city of what's the name of the city?
But that's not that cool little lake picnic area that we saw in Government Cheese, was it? Remember that little?
No. That's
that was
right
a
here.
cool little spot. That was up there by Pyramid Lake before you get to Pyramid Lake.
No, that's right here in the valley.
That was? I thought that was up further up by Castaic and Pyramid.
No, Castaic is Castaic, and then Pyramid is right next door. But that lake you're talking about in that movie is here. It's like near here.
Oh no, that was the place where they went to go to the concert. That's a different place.
Yeah, the place where they went to the concert is here in the valley.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I'm saying the place where he takes him to go to the lake, further up, when he tries to go up and try to hide out, and then they find out that they meet that guy who's looking for the main actor.
Yeah.
He sees his son waiting outside the visitor's booth. It's like a resort, not a resort. It's like a campground.
Yeah, I think it's in the valley.
That's
too.
further up. No, I think it was Castaic. But we looked it up. But it was a little. It's still a campground too. But the other place where they go to see that concert is the valley. That's right where CSUN is now.
Yeah.
And there used to be a racetrack there, which was surprising. Anyway, we're off topic, but that's all we got for King of the Hill. Go watch it. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you next week.
I will tell you the name of the city where China Lake is.
China Lake, California.
That's where 3 places. You keep talking about that city.
Ridgecrest.
Ridgecrest. Yes, Ridgecrest. Do you even binge?
Ridgecrest is 2 hours from here.